Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are sending our salams to the presence of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, to the holy ones, and especially to the ones who in the tradition of the Prophets and the Sahabe Kiram and the holy ones, they have given up their lives for the sake of Allah. Sending our salams to the shuhada of Chanakala, to the shahids of Chanakala, who the importance of Chanakala is like the second Badr. So that they witness that in such days like this, where there is nothing but forgetfulness and heedlessness and darkness, we're asking them to witness that we are remembering them. And we are asking them to support us, to send us their himmat and their madad, to live for the sake of Allah and to die for the sake of Allah. Because in these days, there is no choice. There is no sitting on the fence. In these days, either you're on the side of haq or you're on the side of batil. Whole world is preparing themselves either for haq or for batil. And you don't have to be a saint or a scholar to know whole world is not preparing themselves for haq. It's preparing itself for batil. And batil is represented by Dajjal. Haq is represented by Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam. And if we are not learning, like what we said this afternoon, learning and training ourselves how to sacrifice our ego, then never we're going to be able to learn how to sacrifice our lives when the time comes. And if we don't, we cannot pass the Sirat with that kind of faith. We cannot reach to safety with that kind of faith. Before the dinner, I spoke to some murids. And I said to them, how many of you have gone through war? A few hands came up. Some, they say, we heard there is war. Some, we heard shells and other things. Some, they came to attack us and we went. Some, they left and they left everything behind. And all of us here, alhamdulillah, we are husbands, wives, murids, muridas, grandmothers, grandfathers who have children. We have sons, we have daughters, we have friends. And the important thing in this night is to understand that they had given up their lives and they have sacrificed for us to be able to be in safety and to practice our religion. And if we are in ghaflat, if we are not catching our ego, if we are not looking to our children, our sons and our daughters, if we're not looking to our friends, if we're not looking to our brothers and our sisters, if we are not willing to give them up for the sake of Allah, if we cannot even imagine that, we cannot even come close to their company, to their presence. Because those ones, they had faith. They had faith to Allah. They were not worshipping to this world. They were not worshipping to each other. They were not worshipping to their sons and to their daughters. They were worshipping to Allah. And they said, we're all creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah is the one master who owns everything, who owns us. We don't own our sons and our daughters. And there were mothers in the time of Chanakala that they had 3, 4, 5 sons that they gave one after another after another. Are we even trying to imagine that? And that's why I said, how many of you have gone through war? At least you can have a taste of what it means now. That if you're doing it for the sake of Allah, you are no longer present in this world too. Your heart is already there. And your attachment to this world is already cut. So when you stop having that kind of attachment, you can live properly in this world and you can leave from this world properly. If you still have those attachments, then that time you are going to suffer a lot because you have not cut off your ties from this world and you have not made ties to the hereafter. You are still holding on tightly and they are dragging and you are screaming with the pain. So, these are times that we should try to understand and to know that whatever has happened might happen to us, that we are going to be tested. Not just to say, oh, martyrs of Chanakala, we believe in you, we love you, we remember you. But you look at their lives and you look at our lives completely different. We cannot even imagine now giving up whatever we love most in the way of Allah. Look, they were people too. They had feelings too. And say to yourself, are you willing now? Not willing. Once you make that intention sincerely, then that time your love for each other will also deepen. And your faith to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring you to safety, and you're not going to be tricked by this world. They have passed their test, we have not. Inshallah, we will pass our test that is coming ahead of us. And believe me, the test that is coming ahead of us is going to be more difficult than the test that had gone before. The one that we're going to meet is going to be difficult, more difficult than the one that has passed. Because at that time, at least those ones as Mehmetchik who fought, they knew each other and they accepted each other. And they knew those who betrayed, it is clear. It's no good because so many Muslims betrayed. But maybe in the future, not far future, near future, you may not even know if the one next to you is your friend or your enemy. The one next to you is going to be with you or is going to betray you. You must know. And to know that is starting from now. What is it that is going to betray you? What is it that's going to make a man to betray? Not his spirit, his ego. You're busy with your ego to catch it and to trap it. You're mixing around, being busy with the people around you trying to catch their ego. Big possibility, you're going to be in safety in that Jamaat. You're going to be around people that they don't even care. They are so confident and sure that they are on the straight way. Then be careful. Because Mahdi alayhi salam is going to come also and to test people's ego. He's not going to come to give a rose. He's going to come to give the thorns. He's going to come to bring out the lost traditions of the Prophet ﷺ. That so many people are going to be standing opposed to those traditions. They're already standing in opposition to the traditions that we have now. And this is just nothing. Oh. May Allah keep us in safety, inshallah. May Allah bless those holy ones. May we have their remembrance, and may we have a little bit of their blood in our blood. May our faith blossom. May we raise our children and our grandchildren, if Allah gives us time, in their footsteps, inshallah. May we always live and to die for the sake of Allah, for the sake of the Holy Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam. Sultan Awliya and Sahib al-Sayf al-Fatiha.